Hello and welcome back to my channel. We're back with another Jarvan gameplay. And in the top lane, my KL is already getting to grips with the Teemo. And she loses her flash for it. Now on Jarvan, I'm a lot more tempted to do level 2 ganks. So actually in this case, I am thinking, how can I get to the Teemo? I also checked to see if he has TP or Ignite. He has Ignite, meaning that if I can kill him, if we can get him out of lane, it's going to be even more detrimental and hopefully give my KL a chance to scale better. So I take the Raptors and I'm thinking in my head, okay, well I can either go now or I'll take the red buff first, so I have the red buff. Red buff obviously gives you that slow and that burn, so it's quite nice to have when you're ganking. I'm still looking at the lane and I'm thinking, yeah, it's all looking on. He's placed this ward early, and we've seen it. So from there, I can just ignore that, go around, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a good gank on. The only thing to think about here is, if he was higher health, the wave is quite big, so I would have need to be careful, but he's quite low, so. Yeah, Kale gives him a little Q, does enough, and then I kill him. She lives. I'm not sure if she would have lived anyway. I think she would have just lived. But that's really big for her. It delays us slightly, but it puts a Teemo behind, so you know it's kind of worth it, isn't it? Just to put a Teemo behind. I back, pick up 2 long swords, and here we are, just clearing through. I'm keeping an eye on bot lane because I can see Zed there. Watching on my mini-map, and then I look, ping in. He sees me, and he's level 4. So that's why I start backing off. So I don't want any of that business. And he just leaves me alone, which is very nice of him. He plays really well this game too, the Zed. It's kind of a jungle off. Okay. I'm looking bot. I'm thinking, okay, he's going to repeat gank. He does. And me going in here, it's dangerous, but it gets us a 1-for-1. And Pike hits a really good hook there. Well, it's actually not a 1-for-1, because Pike lives. Well, I thought he dies there. Amazing. So that's extremely worth. Here I'm thinking I'm going to do my own repeat gank. Check for vision, see it's not warded, walking around it. And because they're pushed up and the wave wasn't under, I knew they'd stay. Rel actually does really well to stop me there. So I don't have my EQ there. I do slow with my W. And it's looking like a great start. 202. We're a bit behind on farm, but when you have this kind of KP, it's fine. I'm looking at Teemo. I'm seeing, okay, he's really, really low, because Kale's just died. Whenever your laners die, if you weren't already looking, sometimes if you're nearby, it's worth to have a look. Just going to see if there's some free pickings. I wasn't going to gank him, and then I saw he was doing this standing still, messing around thing, because he wants to freeze the wave. So I realized he wasn't actually going to back. So here I'm trying to be sneaky. Off the vision, then flash, EQ in. Boom. Goodbye, Teemo. And that's really big for the KL. I go there a lot this game. Not a fan of Teemos. Not a fan of ranged tops. And you've got to be able to identify these scenarios when your laners look like they might need help. You can't always do everything. Like you'll get spam pinged by some players, and you'll look and you'll go, "Well, I can't do anything there." But in some scenarios, if it's not too bad, you might want to go and bail them out of trouble. And we go for the grubs here. Grubs are a massive objective. We're seeing in Worlds at the moment. There's always a big fight at grubs. But really, really want the grubs. I think I end up with 6 this game. Might have been 5. Like, because I've got Ari here, I actually start using my abilities again. On the first 2 grubs, I didn't use EOQ because I knew the jungler could have been there. So I wanted to be careful. I needed to keep my escape. Here I want to gank Kale again. This isn't the best gank in the world, but I am pretty strong. And Kale does have 6. It's the only reason this actually works. Because the wave is huge, that's the downside. Here we go. Yeah, if she doesn't have ult there, she dies. She just lives, look, with the fleet heal. You got to be careful with ganks like that, with the big waves. And obviously that one did pay off, but it was close. And if Kayle dies there to that that big wave gets under and she loses it, that's really, really bad. I'm thinking to myself, okay, my bot lane aren't doing the best. If I can hover around them a bit more, because I've been camping top. I'm looking to the Gromp. Near mid, my mid lane is pinging. I don't always pay attention to pings, but in this scenario, I felt really strong. I had my Eclipse. When you have your Eclipse on Jarvan, it's a big spike, so... And here I don't use my EQ until late. She still flashes it, but holding it's very important there. I walk in, I get the W slow, I get a bunch of autos off. If you can do that on Jarvan, you'll have a lot more effective ganks. And back on the Raptors. We're trying to get farming. Lovely. Clearing my camps. Teemo's quite pushed up again. Kayle did a pretty good job this game of keeping Teemo in ganking distance and freezing pulling the wave and stuff. Here we go. EQ, lovely. I think he might get her. No, he doesn't. She has ult. And notice how I push the wave as well. Always want to help them. Get those waves under. I actually cancel my back and go for the scuttle here. So I wanted to get the void grubs. Yeah. This was my thinking. With Zed bot, that I should go and try and get the 6. It's such a massive objective. Lovely. And here, Ahri's helping me, so I feel good, I feel confident. We're doing a good job. She obviously sees her mid laner pushing in, so she goes to rotate. But I ping that it's warded, because Teemo throws a ward over, and Teemo starts attacking me, and Ahri doesn't turn around to help me. And my top lane is a bit too slow too. So I do actually die, which is a bit unfortunate. We do still get the grab there, so... It's not the end of the world, but it is a shutdown to Teemo that he didn't need. I grabbed the Merc Treads this game. It wasn't the easiest choice, because I think their bot lane were alright. And obviously Zed got really fed. But with Cassio and a Teemo, I just thought, better get Tenacity. Better get the magic resist. Oh, this was lovely actually, I remember this. So again, holding my EQ to the last possible moment. You can get so much value out of that, you don't always have to use it straight away. And I want to play for the dragon here. This is lovely, this play. Really happy with this. I go check for vision here, look. Beautiful. In. Mine. Here I should have flashed into my team. I actually flash away, thinking I'd get away. Zed ults me and then it's boom. All she wrote. But we did steal the dragon. I don't think I had that big of a shutdown if I even had one at that point. It's completely worth in my opinion. Here I run straight to top side. I'm thinking of another Teemo ganking opportunity. I've gone Tiamat this game because I'm actually going Titanic. I'm finding a lot of luck with that on Jarvan right now. Boom. That boy's dead. And here we've got the Herald coming up. And Zed's here, and he hits me with everything. Look at that. That's crazy damage. Fair play to him, to be fair. I thought he ulted me, because he did so much damage. But he actually didn't. He literally just hit me with WW and then hit everything. So fair play to him, to be honest. And he was playing really well this game. But he's playing an assassin jungler in this meta. And I just don't think it's that great for them. The supportive ones are doing really well right now. The ones with the high base stats as well. Jungle isn't exactly strong, as we've seen from Argarin struggling. It's looking like top and mid are doing a lot better since we've moved into this split. Mid specifically. I keep seeing really high win rates on mid lane. And here I want to look for the rel. And I'm thinking to myself, if Pyke can catch her, I'll go. He hits her, so I'm like, okay, I'll leave my camp. And then move in here. Trying to get on the Caitlyn, as always. Here we get her. No problem. She's already flashed, so we don't need to do anything. Sit to the bush. I trap him. I really wanted to EQ out, but I didn't have my Q. Which is unfortunate. Because an ult there EQ out would be really nice. Here I let this play for a bit so we can just see what happens. But nothing really goes on. It's kind of a... They all fight for a bit. Maybe Pyke dies. Can't remember. Yeah, Kael's dead. Pyke get out? Yeah, he does. They're having like a little battle here. And Zed gets him. He only had to auto. But then Nash gets the shutdown, so that's nice. Also means Zed's dead when Dragon's coming up. Whenever the enemy jungler's dead, if you have the priority, or if you have the bravery, you can look for an invade like I do here. I'm on Jarvan, so invading is... It's not really popular, but it's not too dangerous either, because you can easily get out. And here I want to get the bot lane so I can go for the dragon. So if we get a pick here, we get a free dragon. So Rel going toward the bush, trap her. Pyke hits an amazing hook to stop her from jumping out. I ult. And kill her. Ari hits a great charm there as well. And I bonk her. Zed is here though to counter gank it, which is unfortunate. And I just run away. We have a little goose chase here. He's probably pinging his mid laner. Jarvan, get him! Get the Jarvan! Cassio goes the wrong way. So I go through here. I'm watching her the whole time to see which is the best way out. Unfortunately they get the dragon, because my bot lane and my mid laner die. It was a really nice counter game from Zed, to be fair. Here I wanted to see if she'd push mid. If she did, I was going to go on her. Instead, we just get a free Teemo. This guy does not respect me this game. Here he dies. Yep. Giving the dragon completely, obviously. When you're doing things like giving objectives, you need to try and get something else done on the map. So it's good that we got the Teemo. I then go for an invade. This is a bit cheeky, but I knew that Zed was on his way, but probably not quite here yet. I do get this, and then I actually see him, so he was very close. There he was. We got the Titanic Hydra. And because Zed is really fed, instead of going Shojin like I usually do, I decided to go for a defensive item. Water's Mail is pretty good here. It does a bit on Cassio too. She likes attack speed. Teemo likes attack speed. So when we get the Frozen Heart. This was a terrible engage on me, by me. Don't actually know what I'm thinking. Obviously if I can get the Caitlyn it's fantastic, but she was really far back. The support's right next to her. It's a rel. It's not good, and it's only saved by the fact that Zed wants to die for some reason. He decided to walk into here. I hit my ult. He's gone. And that was really big. We get another Teemo. And this guy, he just loves to push. He doesn't pay too much attention. And they're pushing bot and mid, so I wanted to take the red buff and then stop them from pushing mid. That was the plan. They're moving in. It's a lovely charm. And then I go on the Caitlyn here. Hit the W slow. Walk around the trap. Bonk. She's gone. And then I see Cassio. Very fast-paced game, this one. I didn't realise she has Rylai's. So as soon as I walk over that, it's way too slow. I was thinking about flashy queuing on her. But the slow, that was it. Oh, he dies mid. We get a bit of downtime to clear the camps. Playing more and more of Jarvan at the moment. It's probably going to be my pick to climb as long as they don't nerf him. I think he's sitting at 51% win rate, so nothing crazy. But he feels really strong and I have a lot of experience on him. I really like Champ. And I just got this skin in the shop. So they did the shop a bit ago and it came up with a bunch of champions I never played. So I think they bugged out, realised that no one spent any money. And then they gave me another shop and probably gave everyone else another shop that actually had champions I played. So I ended up picking up the Dark Star Jarvan skin. Yeah, and Kale dies there unfortunately. Teemo Shrooms, am I right? Get the full Frozen Heart and then start looking to build into Shojin. I've started to turn away from Sundered Sky on Jarvan. I'm sure it is a good item still, but I'm having better luck going this build, so I'll probably continue with it. That shit's the ult. It's very aggressive here. Because I can see the fight breaking out, I'm sprinting towards it. Cassio TP's in, and I hit EQ, which drags me even though I'm stunned, and the lovely ult that traps them. Massive. In here I want to do Baron, so we start the Baron. And the only one alive here is Teemo. And it is warded, so they do know. Now Teemo does come and meddle with us, as you can see. Popping those Teemo Shrooms in. Being a little rat. I'm just trying not to walk over any of them, and that's. I also popped the Oracle lens so that my team could clear them. And we get the Baron, no problem. Usually if I get the Baron and I have some gold on me, I'm pretty much always taking a recall. It's not worth losing it. I did want to play for the dragon as well. Unfortunately. We'll see what happens. They're already on it. Just started it. Because it's a Z, I know that as soon as that goes under 50%, he's going to shred it. He has quite a nice smite as well, with all of his extra damage under 50% HP. Here I get the Cassio ult, and then I leave. I back out of there instantly. I am on vision, but Baron recall means I can get out too fast. Here I just run straight top because I actually wanted to push the lane. I see that they're trying to push mid and bot. And Pyke went to defend mid. Obviously there's not much he can do alone. I think the ADC went to defend bot and died. So I was just trying to trade something. That's always what I'm looking for on the map. I'm like, okay, well I need to trade something while they're getting major pressure on mid and bot. Maybe I can try and get some kind of pressure on this top side. Look to invade the jungle as well while I'm here. Because my Q is a lower cooldown than my E, a lot of the time I will use it to poke in like a situation like that, because then I know that I have an escape if I need it 3 seconds later. Especially when I'm invading, don't always want to just spam your abilities unless you know it's pretty safe. We've got some downtime again, just clearing. Not trying to risk anything. They didn't really get anything, we didn't really get anything. They're just waiting for the next fight. Zed does actually catch her here, which is really sad. I wanted to counter gank it, and if she'd have hit the charm, I'm not sure, I think she might have died anyway, but I maybe could have got there. Wanted to see if he'd check the bush. He didn't check the bush, so it was just take the skull and go. Nothing comes from this. Get the Shojin. Big spike on Jarvan. Working pretty tanky and pretty healthy. Pretty girthy. Here I want to get the Zed. It's a big fight, so if we can pick him, it's massive. Zed hits a lovely... Pyke hits a lovely flash Q, and then I hit a lovely EQ, and we get rid of Zed. It's big. Also, I see that they're still sort of fighting in the mid lane here. I go for a lovely flank. Hit no one with my EQ, but do hit 2 people with the slow. We do kill Caitlyn as well. Lovely. Team I thought we were going to get, but must have been just out of range. I'm looking under here. Start tanking the tower because I know I'm big and healthy. Look at that, lovely. Cassio TPs. Camp. And here I want my ADC to bait the Cassio. Pyke plays fantastic here. Bonk. She's gone. And here we're just going to dive the rel. I tried to walk up to make it look like I was going to walk away, but I don't even think she fell for it, to be fair, and it was only a little micro movement. Then we go on it. Sometimes you can be a bit deceptive like that. I really just want to force the end now. I see the opportunity. Zed's going full 1v9, look. He does die. And now it's only Caitlyn up. I'm storming in. I have flash up. I have ult up. I mean, she's never living here. Get the ult. She's gone. Then the little rat comes up. Trying to stop us. And he does have good wave clear. But we're already too far ahead now. And it's GG. A fantastic Jarvan performance. I was really happy with how this game went. Haven't had the best of luck this split. I think Jarvan's going to be the champ that I'm going to be maining, at least to mid-diamond. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.